Alright, I wanted to make a quick video going over double shot and multi-shot again because the ones I made in the past aren't necessarily as great as I would like for them to be. So, very simply, double shot is holding down your shoot input, pressing reload, and then interrupting that reload. The most common method you will see online is with the melee method, as it is the easiest to employ. It requires the least amount of brainage on it, and also because it is the most useful on Salvador, which is the premier rocket jumping character in this game, because who would have guessed it, holding two guns is kind of really strong in this game, where a lot of stats are merged and a lot of stuff like that, and also Salvador, while Gunzerking, doesn't really have the swap speed to take advantage of other methods, which I will go ahead and show off. So we've showed off melee, which is just doing that, but you can also swap weapons instead of meleeing, and this is actually fast enough to let you pretty much press buttons as fast as your hands can muster. And then of course there are weird niches, like you could throw a grenade, you can action skill with it, the action skill will be used, so if you are playing as Axton, this is one really unique example where you will go ahead and perform your double shot, and then Axton's turret will pretend to be thrown out. The timer will start, but the turret will not get thrown out. And if you are running without Gemini, you cannot throw out turret, you cannot recall your turret, the timer will just burn through. But if you are running Gemini, you can go ahead and throw out two turrets like normal, and then you can recall it to fix the problem. Now, to sort of get into the unnecessary lore of double shot, I have tried looking at the Gearbox forums through the Wayback Machine and stuff like that, and weirdly enough, the oldest example of double shot that I have found is actually from Jolts, all the way back in November of 2013. And the original method was the swap method. And I think the reason that the swap method didn't remain popular is simply because of the fact that Salvador is, of course, our best speedrunning character, and it doesn't work with him, so instead learning how to do melee method would just overall take over. It just makes sense to do that, but once again, this is faster. Swap method is faster on non-Sal players, non-Sal characters. You can use this to mess with weapons. You can do stuff like, I don't know, attempt to stack a grog for approximately 20 seconds while it doesn't do anything. And then you can, go ahead and just shoot off whatever weapon as fast as you can really go for it. And then, of course, you can do minor things, like you can interrupt a reload early to go ahead and get damage off faster. You could go ahead and, well, I mean, that's pretty much it, honestly. You just shoot faster, or you just interrupt your reload to start shooting earlier. That's most of the uses. So, yeah, that pretty much covers it. Double shot, multi-shot. Go ahead and give it a try. See how it feels. Maybe try to get good. Stuff like that. Have fun.